Howdy folks, Kerbo here, back on No Creek Farms, and it is winter time. Got a little bit of snow last night. Not a whole lot, but enough to kind of cover up the ground. And got a snow plow. So we're going to clear out some snow. And there's not too much to update you on other than I got the hay and the straw all stored away in the barn. And we've got some silage bales stacked up here. And also over there by between field 1 and 2. So we're just kind of sitting pretty for the winter. Let me get some of the snow cleared out. Maybe. We're going to try out the snow plow. Brand new. See how it works. So I got to get used to the controls here. See if we can push this. Maybe. Too much on the concrete, I think. Maybe I could push this to the side. Not sure how well this is going to work. Might be better off just pushing it straight, I'm not sure. Farm sim snow, so it behaves a little strangely. That's not working much better. We'll figure out a rhythm. We got a little bit of it cleared. Doesn't have to be perfect, but I'd like to get at least some of this out of the way. So we can kind of get around the yard. Doesn't take much to get that front end off the ground. I may want to start just pushing this straight ahead here. And then push it forward to stack it up. We'll try that. That might work better than trying to get it to move sideways. And let's see what else happened. Oh yeah, you might notice the bank balance. Some of you are probably scratching your head. Well, I did find a buyer for field 3, so I got that sold. So we're doing well there. Gonna be able to buy some cows and upgrade some equipment. And maybe even a Ford harvester if we do plant some crops next year. I think I'm going to at least do field 1 in wheat to get some more straw. But we might need to do both fields in wheat. Problem with doing that is wheat's not worth a whole lot. But you do get straw from it. So I might look into barley or something. Just need something we can get some straw from. So I'm going to be thinking over the winter time what we can do for that. Not working out too bad here. Oops. That control seems a little backwards, but So I'm thinking about upgrading the mower, get a big mower set for the T8, or possibly trade in the T6 for something a little bigger. I want to keep the Massey for the light work, but this T6 isn't quite big enough to be a good mowing tractor. So, doing some thinking over the winter. I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to do. I do know I'm going to get more cows. And I'm trying to find out if the guy that owns this Southwest pasture wants to sell. He's kind of reluctant, but I'm hoping we can talk him into it for a decent price. That would give me, I think, more than enough grass for hay and silage. We'd be in pretty good shape. Let's see if we can get this pushed off the side. So we'll see how that goes this winter. This winter's going to be mostly just about feeding the cows I got. Oh, that went terrible. And we'll see what gets going on the springtime. I got fields 1 and 2 cultivated before the snow flew. And I got a couple rounds made on field 4. Didn't get anything more than some headlands around it done. So if we do decide to plant, I don't know that I'll be using field 4 next year, so I didn't worry too much about it. But fields 1 and 2 are ready to go. They're all cultivated. What happens if I try to push a whole bunch of this? It just kind of jumps. Yeah, that's no good. Doesn't really want to go to the side necessarily. So we'll do a snow plowing video. How about that? I was a little surprised how much snow we got last winter, since we don't get a whole lot of snow here in Missouri. Most years anyway. And if we do get snow, it usually melts in a few days because the temperature changes so much. It's not too bad. I think I may just go around the corner here. Use the far side there to push off. So this is actually, I think, an Italian blade, but it looks like a blade you would have around these parts. It's good enough for me. Whoa. Suddenly found traction. Oh well, it doesn't have to be perfect. As long as I can get out of the driveway. Alright, let's get opened up over here towards the barn. Kind of need a path for the milk truck to get out of. It won't do too well in snow. Reverse shifter is not working super good. Seems to work best just shoving it around. I don't know, the angle, not so much. Might have to look into a T7. Next step up from this little guy. See what kind of mower set I could get for that. Right, let's push some of this out of the way. I think we just bounced off that snow pile. It's doing all kinds of weird stuff, like it puts it around beside you. There goes the phone, of course. I thought I put that on vibrate. I didn't get it all the way down into vibrate. There we go. Thunderstorm warning. Welcome to the Midwest. So we're supposed to get more snow, but at least we'll have some of this pushed away. Alright, I think that should let me get the milk truck out. You can see we got the straw and the hay stacked up here in the barns. Ready to go as needed. And I ended up getting, I think, 54 straw bales in here. And then what was left just rotted. We got cultivated under, but pretty good yield. Yeah, that side pushing is not quite doing it. I do need to get to the silage bales, but I think with the tractor, unless the snow gets really deep, I'm not going to worry too much about it. And I can get the truck here out of the garage now. So I think I'm going to call that good. I thought I had the lights on, but I didn't. But let's take a quick look at the animals. And we can take a quick look at the fields, actually, too. So you can see 1 and 2 are cultivated. And I got a double headland row around 4 done. And the rest of that we'll just have to wait for some other time. Soil compaction. We've got quite a bit of it cleared up in 1 and 2. Still got some deep around the edges. And some medium, you know, here and there where we had to turn around. But it's better than it was. And it's all cultivated now. So that's good. We take a look over here at the animals. Still running about 87% health. Can't seem to get over that for some reason. I don't know if it's because in the winter they don't get grass. But hey, as long as it's not going down, we're good. Quite a bit of liquid manure and solid manure building up. We're about ready to send off another load of milk to get sold. And things are looking pretty good. So we're just going to chug through the winter time. While I had the map up, I should have talked about this. So this pasture right here is what I'm trying to buy. And if I do get that bought, we'll probably put in some gates up here. Because the only gate is down here in the southwest corner. So that would be a pretty big pain. So we'll see if we can get that bought with the extra money. Now there is some grass right in here where I'm not running the cows. It's a little bit of a field here. Might be able to get 20 bales off of that. So we've got this, and we've got this. Of course, we've got the north field. And then we have this little part. I don't think that will be enough because I need about 160 bales, 168 bales is what the calculation's called. So, you know, 180 bales probably just to be safe with around 100 head. And I think we ended up with 49 off of here and that little bit. And what, 37, 20, so another 50. We're probably getting about 100 bales off of here and here. So we need like another 80 bales. You know, there's maybe another 20, 30 here. So we just don't have enough grass to run 100 head. So we'll see. If I can't get this guy talked into selling this pasture off, then I'll probably do some calculations, see how many head we can run on here. Probably more like, you know, 50, 60 head maybe. But do plan on increasing the herd to something anyway. We'll see how it goes. So I'm going to keep chugging through the winter time. I don't know if there'll be anything interesting happening until spring, but we'll see. If something does happen, I'll bring you back in. But until then, thanks for watching. Take care.